Hello, and welcome to another match recap featuring Buff Enjoyers and the Unknown Omens. This match was played on October 26th, 2024 as part of the Community Gaming Deadlock Tourney. Check out their website at communitygaming.io. Both teams start out this game looking to manufacture some extra souls through double soaking. Sherrick, playing this game under the name Shh, pilots his Warden from Broadway over to Park, and back to Broadway, where Sis Lucky's name is proven false, and his Vindicta falls for first blood. Dapper's Infernus lays down some effective fire, forcing Zergy 7 back behind the Guardian. Listic's Grey Talon arrives to share in the soul bounty, crashing against the Guardian, and Dapper's aggressive positioning leaves him vulnerable to significant return damage. The two duos clash and trade evenly at 1 kill apiece. Despite the early kill, Greenwich swings to the advantage of the Unknown Omens, with Venenu on the Mirage and Sis Lucky earning a kill and taking a more active role on the map early. Their freedom to assist their teammates helps keep Listic in check, as he and Mikhail S. terrorize the Omens on Broadway. The souls from this early kill onto Listic add a full extra spirit item to Sis Lucky's inventory, a crucial bit of added burst that will soon come back to haunt the Buff Enjoyers. Panda Cat's Abrams and Demoff's Pocket lock into a back and forth battle, completely isolated on York Avenue, trading kills back and forth, but ultimately emerging mostly even at the end of the laning phase. This early game is an absolute bloodbath across the entire map, with the two teams trading a total of 26 kills in the first 10 minutes of the game. We won't try to cover all of them, but we'll show you just one extended, raucous, and chaotic skirmish. Shh fails to respect the damage from Assassinate, and Sis Lucky adds a notch to his rifle stock. Listic looks to take over the fight, but becomes the next target for Unknown Omens. Venenu catches him with a tornado, and Piggy tries to protect him with Ivy's airdrop pickup. El Leon has other plans, and his Lash's death slam sends them both crashing down to the street. Panda Cat's unfortunate ultimate puts him out of position, and a respawn Shh makes a last stand to burn the Abrams down. Demoff arrives and throws the full pocket satchel of tricks at his foes, killing Venenu and sending Sis Lucky and El Leon into full retreat before they're hunted down by Piggy, who in turn cannot escape quickly enough to avoid a respawn Panda Cat, who beats the word revenge into the Ivy skull in Morse code, and you can see how these early fights with their fleeting respawn timers can become pure, glorious chaos. In spite of the frenetic action, the teams are roughly even in the soul count at the 10-minute mark. The Buff Enjoyers send Piggy to the skies in preparation for the Buff spawn, and El Leon responds by unleashing his Death Slam on the two airborne enemies. 3 of the present Unknown Omens try to burst down these targets, but find no damage as Mikhail S. slips away on his Geist and Piggy pops Stoneform. Pure Content commits his Dynamo Singularity solely to securing for himself the casting buff, and Buff Enjoyers unleash their combined might and a nasty 3-target affliction to scatter their opponents, with Shh taking down 2 kills for himself while the team demolishes the 2 remaining Guardians. This big win for Buff Enjoyers just before the urn is picked up puts their team just above the 8% lead threshold that causes the urn turn-in to spawn deep in the Unknown Omens' jungle. Buff Enjoyers try for a time to invade enemy territory, but all they're able to find is this play from Piggy, using the rescue beam to neutralize El Leon's Death Slam and cosplaying as a tombstone for the Lash. Buff Enjoyers settle on a work smarter, not harder strategy and abandon the urn, allowing the Unknown Omens to pick it up and turn it in uncontested. They instead load the right side of the map, blitzing down the first walker of the game. Unknown Omens respond by leaning further into the force imbalance, sending 3 members to hunt down Zergy, paving the way for the buff enjoyers to slay a second walker and zipline boost back to the base to defend their own walker, opening a flex slot advantage that they'll hold for the remainder of the game. To make matters worse, Mikhail S. is able to hunt down 2 additional kills and secure a fat bag of unsecured souls at Sizlucky's expense. Buff enjoyers evaluate their fight as being stronger with Infernus and Dynamo ults down and move to simply kill the mid-boss and dare the Unknown Omens to come contest them. Pure Content finds a miraculous angle that gets him onto the Reju while avoiding the stuns and parries deployed by buff enjoyers to prevent the steal. Buff enjoyers go on to prove their assessment correct and avenge the stolen buff with 3 quick kills before taking control of the next soul urn. The Unknown Omens see an opportunity to get a pick on Zergy and commit. They take their target down, but Listic goes on an absolute rampage, routing the team, hunting down kills, and helping his team secure their 3rd Walker kill.
The spirit urn is waiting to be claimed.
The Unknown Omens find 2 of their foes overextended on Greenwich and commit their Dynamo Singularity to secure the kills. Buff enjoyers seek to abuse the Singularity cooldown and force the urn fight in the armory. The Unknown Omens aren't able to engage the fight, with Dapper forced away, stuck on a trash can, and gunned down by Listic. While Shh makes a last stand and charges forward to split the remaining Omens in half. Buff enjoyers clean up the heroes that are cut off and take down the final remaining walker, extending their flex slot lead to 2. Buff enjoyers kill a second mid-boss to force Unknown Omens into fighting despite a 35,000 soul disparity. Pure Content tries to go for another steal, but sees his timing disrupted by Listic's Guided Owl and his Singularity locked away behind a silence from Piggy's ultimate. Buff enjoyers put their faith in Zergy, who pops Unstoppable and secures the Rejuvenate. Buff enjoyers then drop enough AoE spells in the pit area to very nearly turn the floor into literal lava, killing 3 Omens in the spam, isolating and killing 2 more, and finally chasing down the last survivor before plunging into the Amber base and destroying the Patron for the win. A quick final shout out to Mikhail S. for ending this game an absurd 4-0-18, playing virtually error-free Deadlock. Thank you for watching this match recap. We'll see you next time.